Hey, Shugs. Welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. Wee! How y'all doing? We got lots of
I
people
love
in the
when she
chat.
does that.
Wee! We got lots of people in the chat, and we've got special guests tonight. We have got CJ from Aesthetic Cozy Studio. Is that right? Cozy Aesthetic Studio? Which one is it?
Yes.
Aesthetic Cozy.
Aesthetic
Cozy.
I always get that messed up. I am so sorry. CJ from Aesthetic Cozy Studio.
Sorry, we're a couple minutes late. We were having too much fun chatting backstage.
Yeah, we were chatting in the background, so sorry we're late, guys. And of course, we've got Steph and Matt from Lazy River. Yeah, go ahead. What?
Bev's asking if I'm going to be on my best behavior.
No, but Bev is.
Are you going to be on your best behavior? I'm going to be midline because he already knows Aunt Pooh, right?
Do what? Did she just freeze?
Hi, Colette.
Yeah, let's see who else here. Colette, Sabrina, Bev, Sean, Diamond Help Desk. How are you?
Oh, thanks, Carol.
Carol, that's not his real house. Shh.
That's not my
There
house.
we go.
There we go. Whoa.
I'll reveal my studio in a few.
Okay.
CJ might be your type, Bev, but you're not his. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay, so for those of you that are here, welcome. And I've got CJ, who is a very talented artist that has been licensed with Lazy River Woodturning to make these beautiful diamond paintings. I have a piece of his artwork behind me. It's going to rotate out every couple of minutes so you can see his artwork. These diamond paintings are available on Lazy River's website. You can go purchase them now. I would hurry up and get them before they sell out. And also the links are down in the description for CJ's shop, his Etsy shop. So go check out all of his beautiful prints. He has phone cases. He has so many different things you can look at. So definitely go over there and check that out. Do what?
Mugs.
Yep.
And my phone case is one of his pieces.
Yes. So Sean's going to keep putting links in there for you guys. So thank you so much, Sean. So CJ, how are you, Shuck?
Good, now that I'm home.
Have you had a busy day?
Very busy. I hired someone today. I just got final approval on a book cover project that I was working on. Just a lot of Christmas things going on. Very busy, blessed, a little stressed, but that's okay.
Now, your day job is you work at a flower shop, correct?
Yes, I manage a florist, yes.
All right, so what's your favorite flower?
Probably I'm probably going to butcher this word. I'm just going to say the green lady slipper orchid. If anyone knows what that looks like. It's Paphopedilium or something like that, but it's a lime green orchid.
Okay. That painting behind Laura right now, what's it called? CJ.
Oh, the painting. Okay, so that is a poinsettia Christmas tree.
Told you. And he's a florist. Everyone is giving me crap because they're like, it's poinsettia.
No. Poinsettia with an N. There's no T.
I know, but they're saying poinsettia, but I've always said poinsettia.
It's a comment, yeah.
And I'm like, let me ask CJ because he's from the same place that I'm from, and he's a florist, so he's the expert.
Well,
yes, Bev.
They're asking in chat. We had a little bit of a Hermione Granger situation.
Yeah,
like it's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa.
Okay. Yeah, so we are very happy about your book cover. I am honored to have been able to see the book cover yesterday. So it's amazing. I love it. And
thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And actually, Steph, I talked to CJ. I'm going to hopefully commission him early part of next year.
I saw
Do
that.
some dark artwork, maybe with some Siamese cats involved.
I'm interested. What's he gonna do? Like Siamese cats eating somebody or something?
He'll.
Oh, is he gonna make
We're
the
gonna
cat
talk.
weird?
We're gonna
Okay.
talk. So
Okay.
that was another question I had for you, CJ. Are you currently open for commissioned artwork, or are you not?
Yes. That I actually just added a part to my Etsy store so
Okay.
that people know how the process works, because I had a little
Yes.
Another store reached out and they wanted a commissioned piece that, like, they wanted to alter one of my pieces, but they didn't understand that it costs more. Like, I have to spend hours doing it. So they didn't understand, and it's fine. It's fine. So I am open for commissions. I do a very specific sort of style, so to
Mhm.
speak. So sometimes it's a little tricky, like with that book cover, trying to make an anatomical looking eye work with the other parts of the art was process, but
Can I show
made it
it?
work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with you
I have to
showing it.
ask
Do you
CJ.
mind
I don't know
if
if
we
you're
show it?
allowed to.
Are we allowed to show it,
Um,
CJ, or no? Probably not.
no, yeah, only
Yeah, okay.
because she hasn't. So the doctor hasn't published it yet. So I'm gonna, if you don't mind, yeah.
Not at all. That's why I asked
Yeah,
for permission.
That's okay. We'll hopefully be able to see it in public eye soon. No pun intended.
Yes.
Okay, well, and I apologize to chat if I don't see your question over there. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be paying attention to CJ and asking him questions. So I apologize ahead of time. But when you're on a live with a guest, you want to spend time with that guest. So I have questions for you. I have questions for myself, and then I also have questions from the community. I think the first question that I'm going to ask is from Colette Designs. And basically, she wants to know your background, like your age, where you're located now, where did you grow up, what was your home life like, just a basic understanding of you,
How should I start this? So, grew up in southeastern Mass. I have lived on Martha's Vineyard. I've lived in the Cape. I've lived south of Boston. So it's sort of a bunch of different places in Massachusetts. My background, I have an art background. If we're talking about art, I have 2 art degrees.
wow, what are they?
Sculpture and 3-dimensional design.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mm. Which do you like better, sculpture or design? I guess they go hand in hand though, really.
They really do. I like how tactile and sort of immediate sculptures can be, but I've learned that living in not this giant house you see behind me, but a condo is not very conducive to making any sort of sculpture. It's very hard to work that way. So I've sort of shifted gears to painting, and now mainly digital painting. So that's sort of where I'm at now.
Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, and Patty wants to know, is there an artist that inspired you? Do you have a favorite painting, either yours or by another artist?
Alphonse Mucha, probably butchering his name. Love. I have so many Art Nouveau books, and Stupid thing. There we go. Love everything in that time period, 1910s, 1920s. I love the style, the look of things. It's always really interested me. I've done quite a few different Art Nouveau things over the years, and then I sort of really I wanted to combine a lot of my previous work with flower paintings and Art Nouveau into a mishmash, if that makes any sense. And that's sort of how I ended up with my Etsy shop and moving everything from my website to my Etsy shop so I could get it out there more.
Do you still have your website or no?
I do. So it's my full name, which is Colin Wetzel.
I'll put it in chat.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
.com.
Okay.
And you can see sculptures I've worked on, more paintings, commission pieces I've done in the past. It's not everything. I have updated, taken stuff down, put stuff back up. It's a work in progress. I actually need to activate the store and then put everything from my Etsy into the store because I'm starting to get traffic there. And I'm like, there's nothing for anyone to buy. Crap. So I need to. That's one of the things on the list of many things I need to do.
Awesome. So Steph put the link in there so you can check that out too. Yes. Okay. And then let's see.
And the sculptures are fabulous and gigantic. There's a red piece that I'm obsessed with.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I haven't seen
that one. Has such a funny story.
Really?
Go ahead. Go for it.
So while it was being exhibited, I had quite a few women come up to me and say that it was a period piece.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, okay. Sure. If that's what, I love people's like interpretation and how they see things. I think that is so interesting because my original intention may not at all come across as what originally I thought it was. So I was like, okay, that's fine.
I didn't get that feeling. And I would be the person to get that feeling.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I'll have to check out the sculpture. I haven't seen any of the sculptures yet because they're only on your website, right?
Yes. I've sold or given away the majority of them. I still have some. What can I show? I'm gonna have to change my background. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Okay, now everyone can see my actual studio. Woo!
Everyone was saying they love the fake house.
Yes, my beautiful fake house. I can show one I just recently did. Oh God.
Ooh. That's really cool.
So it's got a lot of texture.
Yeah.
And it's based on another sculpture that I saw that I was like, I can make that. I'm gonna make that, but better. Like better. So that was something I did. Where did I put the rest of
Sabrina wants to know, would you prefer that they buy from your website or from your Etsy store?
Ooh, eventually my store. So I don't know how many people know this or if it's common knowledge by now or what, but Etsy takes almost 10% of every single sale you make.
Yep.
Which is a lot. and it can really add up. But I'm not well known enough, and I think I'm not out there enough to drive enough traffic to my website, which was the original and I was like, I need to push everything to a much wider audience where it can be found more easily, because people like my friends and family know of my website, but like
Sure. We're
anyone
gonna
else.
fix that for you. We're gonna fix that for you. We're gonna get your name out there. We're gonna get your name out there.
Thank you.
Trying my best.
I know we are trying, and let me tell you what. So many people absolutely love this artwork that Steph and Matt have been so fortunate to get from you.
Oh,
it's
that's
time.
the
Look at
That's
that.
Scarlet. That's Scarlet, the sculpture.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Is it glass?
No, so it is red dyed cheesecloth that has been molded. So I made a mold with clay on a massive table. So the whole thing is a landscape, and then there's like a part that goes up to the ceiling, and it's sort of representative of how attached everything is and how connected everything is, whether we think it isn't or it isn't, because they seem so far apart, was the original sort of idea behind it. And it's got actual three separate pieces, but the main one that you see on the pedestal is an actual like landscape piece, and then it's got this like how do I like an open oval that's like elongated and stretched out that goes up to the ceiling.
It's crazy. It's amazing. Thank
you.
Amazing. Okay, so the next question is, how did you decide to pursue art?
That's a good one. So I have always, since I was younger, been painting, making things. I didn't take it seriously until I was in college, and I had all these art professors that were, and I didn't major in art at first. I was going to be either a English major or a psychology major, believe it or not.
Yes. Sorry.
So, art sort of just, I took it as a random elective, and I was like, wait, this isn't for like hipster like junkies. Like, this is a real thing people do. Like, and I never met like a serious artist who makes their living from it. And I was like blown away by my first art professor. And she sort of like lit the fire. She was like, you need to do more of what you're doing. And I was just like, what? And then I switched majors. I took every art history, every art course, but I did a lot of English, and I did a lot of psychology. I took like upper level psychology, grad level psychology. I took grad level English courses.
Wow.
Grad level social sciences courses. I did a lot outside of just art, but I majored in sculpture while I was in university.
And did you go to UMass Dartmouth?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I went there, but I only went for a year.
I majored in English and
sociology. 3 years. I was there 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is awesome. Okay, so this might be kind of a hard question to answer, but basically the question is, what is your process? How do you have an idea before you begin a piece, or do you just start playing around and let the image come to you?
There's always an idea. So one of my very first pieces that I've made this year is called Looking into the Future. Do I have it? Oh, here we go. This one.
Love that one.
Oh God. Can't do anything right. There we go. Okay. So this one, and it was how do you illustrate a feeling was a majority of what a lot of my art was based on. So I was looking into what I wanted my future to be, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, to me, looking into the future is looking into, for a lot of people, they don't know what tomorrow is. They don't know what the next day, they don't know what the next year is. It's just a void.
Mm-hmm.
So I started with sort of that idea. I knew I definitely wanted this really graceful figure with like flowing robes, and then the color scheme. I've always been very partial to blue and gold and white for some reason. As you can, that one. As you can see from my giant orchid painting that's yellow, and it's not black, it's actually navy is the background color.
Oh, it looks black.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been very drawn to that sort of color scheme of like yellow, blue, and gold for whatever reason. And that's sort of where I went with that. And then I wanted them to feel very, what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of ethereal and sort of not of this, but they definitely, like, they have influences of, like, I used to watch a ton of anime, so like they sort of have a touch of that in them. They definitely have a lot of Art Nouveau influences, especially with like the draping of the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
The halos around everything, and a lot of my pieces are totally art. Almost every Art Nouveau piece by like Alphonse Mucha or just name anyone from that time period did these halos, and I wanted to do them, but in a different way that wasn't so boxed in. A lot of the Art Nouveau stuff of the time is very like, framed. It's framed.
Very, yeah.
And yeah, so I wanted to have the style, but lose how enclosed it felt.
That's true, because if you think about it, Mucha, a lot of Muchas are framed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very structured and tight.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're very structured.
yes.
That's very true. I never thought of that. So,
and
thank you, Carol.
Mucha, which I even told you when you were working on this piece.
Oh,
it's like Mucha and Monet mixed in one.
I hope you get that one as a diamond painting show. That is
Hannah
is
in chat. Sparkling Spectrum. She messaged me the other day because
Mm-hmm.
she unboxed Galaxy Girl. Yeah. And she messaged me the other day, and she's like, "Hey, I was just looking at CJ's shop, and I hope you're gonna license this one." And it was that one, and I was like, "Oh, I've already talked to him about that one."
Yeah. So
I like what you named it, by the way.
Yeah.
Should I share the story of what that was?
It's up to you. Everything that's discussed is up to you.
Well, I don't like to air dirty laundry, but
tea time.
Tea time. So this person, I don't know if they're male, female, or what they were trying to pretend to be, wanted to commission me to do a piece for their daughter.
And they reached out through me.
First. Yes. So
they messaged me or commented on one of my posts of CJ's work, because I think I came up on the Explore tab, and they were like, "Your work is so fabulous. You do commissions." And I'm like, "Wait, this isn't me. I'm just helping him convert it into diamond paintings."
Yeah.
But here's his info. So I don't know if that lent credibility in CJ's mind that I knew who she was. I didn't. But anyway, CJ got to talking to her or
I got to
him.
talking to whoever it was. They wanted licensed characters. They wanted Cinderella and I think Catboy or something like that. And I was like, so sorry, I do not touch anything licensed at all. Like, I won't go near it because Disney is, they love a lawyer. They love a lawyer, and I am not. I have heard horror stories, and I am no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank
Oh
you.
my God,
Stay away
I
from
love
me.
you. That is my word,
Nope.
my phrase. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, no, ma'am is her phrase, her catchphrase.
Oh. So I said I would love, I could do your daughter as a princess, just let me know what you want to. They love the idea, and I was like, oh, awesome, let me drop some designs, and then they sent me so they sent me this very small picture of their daughter, who's a redhead.
Uh-oh.
So I said, oh, are her eyes blue or green? Brown. What? Red, brown. Huh? So confused. And the picture, they're clearly blue or I just can't tell because the picture's so small and pixelated. I just couldn't tell which shade of blue or and I was trying to, really. So that just rang alarm bells because I was like, do you not? And I'm looking at pictures of the mother, who's got blue or green eyes. The math ain't mathin', okay? The math is not mathin'. So then I said, okay. And they were like, oh, they made some weird comment about payment. And I was like, what? They were trying to pay me like right away. And I was like, okay. Oh, sorry, my earbud's falling out. I can't hear a thing. They were trying to pay me right away. And I was like, what? Okay, let me drop some designs first, and then we can, talk about it, And then they sent like this wicked personal message about like, I need to access their account, but I need to pay you through a check. And it was so little old me did some detective work, copied it into Google, word for word. It is what the scammers use, and they spelled check with a Q, and I was like, what? Yeah. Check with a Q? What kind of check is this? I don't accept checkers or checks or none of that. So I was like, I will set up a custom listing. I said PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, all those. I was like, I don't expect checkers or whatever the heck that you're talking about, right? But the instant I Googled what they sent me, it popped up as this scam. It's hysterical.
You had messaged me too, and I
yes,
was like,
that's right. I messaged you, and I was like, "Do you know this person?"
Who this is. No, I'm like, I don't know who this is. This sounds real shady. Like, if they can't, they were saying it was in some like savings account or like whatever, and I'm like, if they can't do transfers, they could do a money order where the money's printed. Like, what?
Yeah,
what?
It was the most bizarre response I've ever. They spelt. You know what it was? If they had spelt checks the Canadian way twice, fine. I probably would have believed that. But they spelt checks the Canadian or English way. And then on the bottom part, it was checks CK. And I was like, did you change nationalities in 5 seconds while you were typing this out? What?
Sean says abort. Abort.
Yeah. So as soon as I messaged Steph and I was like, what? Do you know this person? I'm so confused. Let me send you this. Like, I'm getting like bad vibes. This is all wrong. I don't know what is going, and my spidey senses are tingling and I don't know what the heck is going on right now.
And this was on
So
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, I remember you
We had
texted
spent
me about it.
6 hours on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, can I see it?
Yeah.
They showed me how much progress he had made so far, and I was like, oh, I will license the hell out of this. It's okay. I will take it.
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I immediately I was about to type in back to this person. That's probably not even their real name. You done fucked up, Linda, is what I was gonna type back in, and I was like, no. Report and then block and report for scamming. And then I was like, if they're probably sending this out to a ton of people. I don't want it coming back to me and them trying to like pull anything with me or like mess with my business in any sort of way. So I was like, I'm just blocked and reported. Bye, Felicia. So that was the end of that.
I love you, CJ.
I know, I do too. It's so awesome. You're amazing. You're amazing. But that's great because now we've got a piece that y'all can probably purchase a print from, right?
But what's it called?
A wolf in sheep's clothing.
The shade of it all.
That's amazing.
But that is the tea behind the scenes story of what in the heck is happening right now.
I will say, CJ, I'm a little offended because I'm teasing you, but when I was little, I had brown hair, brown eyes, and bright red hair. Bright red. They called me Carrot Top. Yeah. My mom said.
Okay, so
2 years.
All right.
So it can happen.
It can happen.
It's not normal, I guess, but I'm not normal, so.
Yeah.
Rax is going to be upset. Apparently, he's missing this whole thing.
Oh, no.
Where is he? Do I need to text him?
Text him and put on a Roxanne voice.
Oh, my gosh. We have to play it for CJ.
Oh, I'd love to hear it. Yeah.
Have you heard it yet? Oh, boy. Okay.
So
we'll get back to the questions, but I have to play this for...
Rax is one of our friends. He's the one in the Philippines.
Yeah. All right. You ready, Shug?
And he puts on a character called Roxanne.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. I don't have the volume up. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Ready?
Oh my God. Hi, Laura. I hope you're doing well, Shug.
Wow. That's Rax. He's so amazing. I love him.
Randomly, when one of us is live, he'll just send us audio messages with the voice.
Yeah. So I play video games with him too. So, he was in the chat earlier. I didn't see him.
Oh no.
Well, it's like 7 a.m. out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be sleeping.
Okay. Okay. You ready for some more questions?
Oh yeah.
But that is an awesome story, and I'm glad that you actually got something good out of that piece because that is just a gorgeous piece of artwork.
And
thank you.
Back to what you said earlier, Laura, it is in his Etsy shop, so they could buy that as a print.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that, Joe, because I'll probably buy that as a phone case, as a print. I love that. Okay. Let's see. How long on average does your process take from starting a piece to completing it? And I know that's going to vary, I guess, depending on the piece, but like give us an example of a piece of how long it takes.
Let's see. So it really depends on a lot of things. So say like Lady of Stained Glass behind you.
Yes.
So the stained glass part probably took about maybe 5 or 6 hours over a couple days. And then her face and how I wanted her to look took a bit longer. Stained glass is actually pretty easy to, for me anyway, for me to make, like digitally to like the look of. But doing facial features and all that, and there's so much nuance in it, and trying to make it look soft and believable and not, especially digitally, and not contrived. Yes, or cartoony. I think I definitely have like a style sort of how my faces look, but they're a little more complex. I'd say it's start to finish on average maybe 4 or 5 days, but that's like broken up in hours each day. Like I'm not like it's not like 24, 48,
Right.
the whole days or anything like that, but it's a bunch of hours over 4 or 5 days from start to finish, and then probably processing it to get it ready for printing. That's like another hour or two just to get it ready for the printers.
Because you have to put it in vector file and all of that, right? In the AI file?
Yes, so that is a whole nother process. So typically, I'll show y'all. This, if it wants to turn on, behave. This is one of my tools. This is my drawing tablet that's attached to my desktop. Oh, let me get in the frame. There we go. So you can see it. So I have a 16-inch drawing tablet that I use on my desktop. Oh, God. Let me make sure it doesn't fall. And then I have another tablet that I draw on when I'm like away or in my car. I have a Galaxy Tab S7. So they start out, they're not that big. And then I use a AI program called SGRAN. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it.
I haven't heard of that one.
So there's a bunch of different, like, there's an online one called Waifu or something like that. There's SGRAN, there's CUDA, and basically it takes your image and makes it big. So my prints are maximum, I think they're like 24 by 36, which is about 10,800 pixels the long way. So they're really big. And in order for me to get them that big so that they look really good, and they're 300 PPI for the printer. So getting that all done is a little bit of a process, but I use a custom program on my computer that upscales all the images. A lot of these websites charge all these ridiculous fees for upscale. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. If someone wanted like wolf in sheep's clothing and wanted that, let's say huge, like for a big wall. So like how would you make it so that it was clear enough to be that large? Do you know what I mean? Or could you? I don't even know.
There are limitations. So the program does have limitations. So if I like try to make something massive, it's like my poor custom built PC is gonna start screaming. She's a beautiful work of art. I don't know if you can. No, you can't see it. Oh, it's a mess. I don't want to show it.
But it's like, is that something that like your printer, whoever you used to print with, could do, or is it just you can't go? But
they have a maximum size. So like certain things, like there's a blanket that I have that's 60 by 80, and file for that is actually huge, just to get the print quality high enough. But there are limitations. Like I don't know if I could do something like wall size. I think I would need to like upgrade my computer some. I'm at the mid range of computers. I'm not at like
Right.
high end. I don't have that kind of resources to do something that crazy yet.
Okay, so what's the max size right now you could get in a print?
24 by 36.
24 by 36. Okay.
And that's in inches, not centimeters, diamond painters.
Yes, inches, not centimeters.
That's
So
inches. Okay,
2
gotcha.
feet by 3 feet is the maximum size.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Awesome. Okay, another question. We have lots of questions, so I hope you're okay with that.
And then he's going to ask us questions about diamond painting.
And Bev said she added a question, but I didn't see it on my community tab. If you can find it, Steph.
Yeah, I'll go look.
Oh God! Don't look at my YouTube channel. It's
apparently
terrible.
Sophie did. Sophie already did. I didn't even know you had one.
I didn't either.
I was trying out. I don't know what I don't know.
Well, I dropped the link in, so you're getting new subs tonight.
Great.
I can't go to
Bev
it.
may have left. I know Ruby was supposed to be going live.
That's all right. Bev, ask your question again because I can't look at my.
I just said Bev might have left.
Oh, did
me
she?
see.
Yeah, I'll have to check out the YouTube channel. I didn't know that. And I'm upset because I like made sure I had everything ready to go as far as about you and stuff about you. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel.
It's like it's just me painting and then there's like music in the background because I was like, I don't wanna there's one of me talking about I think how I'm making something, maybe.
I think that's awesome.
Like a voice. I think there's a voiceover. Yeah, I was talking about how to make. So doing like a vector graphic of like.
Is that your
plants.
Krista in chat, CJ? Sorry to interrupt.
Huh?
Krista Gracia. Gracie.
Is that your Krista?
Yes, I think so. Where is she?
She said, "Hi, Colin. You're amazing."
Oh, hi, Krista. Hello.
Krista is one of his friends back from home. So
great.
She also was able to get her hands on Galaxy Girl early, like as soon as it came in. She wanted Galaxy Girl, and then CJ wanted the watercolor flowers at sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So we sent those up. And I found Bev's question. I'm like over here, like, look at my phone case while I read it.
Okay, go ahead.
As an artist, how important has social media been for gaining awareness? Do you do any other types of marketing?
Okay, and before you answer that, Bev is a social media specialist. That's what she does for work. So, yeah.
I am terrible at the social medias. I have friends that are like, why aren't you posting? You made like put it up. Why aren't you put it on your Instagram? Like, why don't like you even asked like how do you not have so many subs on my Instagram? And that specific Instagram is actually only 3 months old, I think. Okay. Yes.
Oh wow.
But that was only because I created it for my Etsy store. Marketing wise, I was running Pinterest ads at one point. I think I was doing it all wrong, so I stopped it. And then I do run ads on Etsy because I do realize as like a newer shop, like I need to get myself out there and spend a little money to make a little money. Oh, yeah. So literally everything I've made, I have invested back into advertising because I know I need to build the business up to a point where it can support me.
Is this a good point to say how many so far that sold?
Yes.
We sold 29 pieces.
Wow.
And you know the breakdown. So
Which one sold
That
the
is-
most?
Galaxy Girl.
Which is
Oh, hi,
surprising.
Krista.
That's surprising to me because I would have thought the Christmas tree would have been more than Galaxy Girl.
Oh, actually, no. Christmas tree was. I keep forgetting because we released it earlier. Yeah, Christmas tree. We're down to like 10 or less left, and we ordered 30.
Holy moly.
That's awesome.
And then
That's
Galaxy
amazing.
Girl, we sold a little less than half. And it's going to grow. Like, this is only our second wave, like, So as people buy theirs and unbox theirs, it's new people that are being exposed to it. So...
Yeah. And I have to say, watching the unboxings of these diamond paintings, CJ, and me being a diamond painter myself, just watching the unboxings and seeing how well the rendering, was and the colors and just how well it portrayed your artwork, it was amazing, and it made me buy more than what I should.
Steph did amazing. We had this conversation and I was like, she was like, do you want me to do? And I was like, I don't know. I've literally just seen Instagram or YouTube shorts on diamond painting the other day. I have no idea. I don't know what an AB is. I don't know what a drill is. I don't know what a cover minder is. I don't know nothing. I was like, please, if you think it needs a special touch or a certain color, or you want to alter something like to make it look better for that type of art, you do that, because I know nothing.
I wouldn't. Oh, he just.
Oh no, he went away.
No.
Oh no.
Did it die?
I don't know. Will he come back? I'll watch and make sure. Y'all, he is so adorable. Oh my gosh. I just love him to death.
Me too.
Hold on.
It's like you could tell where he started getting comfortable. Hey.
There you are.
I'm sorry.
You got so excited you hit the button.
Yeah, literally, there's nothing I would change about your artwork. I just want to enhance what's already there.
Thank you.
Just to make it a little bit more fun for people who are diamond painting. There's ways to kick it up a little bit. Make it more like Galaxy Girl. I was so thrilled with how, I don't know if you've seen the unboxing that Hannah did.
I think I've seen one. Maybe?
I showed you quick.
Yeah.
Hannah said stunning a billion times. And that one had a big bag of gold metallic and a big bag of like a champagne crystal with the AB coating on top for like the gold ribbons and stuff. And then it has a couple of ABs, but I was so thrilled with how many drills they put in there. Mm-hmm. It's really, really amazing. Like, I can't take all the credit. I told them what I wanted, but they weren't stingy with the special drills, and that made me really happy.
But yeah, I mean, you took CJ's artwork and then your own personal, artistic creation, so to speak, and combine the two, and they're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So
that's why, I only reach out to artists that I'm really excited about their work, and they have a whole body of work that I want to keep working with. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's why, when CJ said yes, I was almost jumping up and down at the psychiatrist because I was waiting for my appointment when he said yes. And I was like, oh my God, because I already had ideas in my head of what I would want to do. Right. So it was, it's exciting.
That's awesome. All right. So you ready for more questions, or are you questioned out?
Oh,
or is this?
Oh no, ask please. If anyone has any questions, I would love to. Oh, Rax is back.
Been a couple. Yeah, he's back.
There have been a couple
of questions.
Hi, Rax.
Yeah.
Hi, Letitia. Sabrina.
Did Matt
He
have
is one of our Canadians. There was a question from Carol. She wanted to know what you thought, CJ, when I contacted you.
Oh, right. I hadn't gotten to that yet.
Is that in your question thing? Okay.
Yeah. That was
That's
another
a good question.
So what was your first thought when Steph contacted you with Aunt Poonie Creamalicious?
Well, that came later, actually. In her defense, that came later. So I got
after he
a
had already said
lovely-
yes.
Yes. So after that came later. That was hysterical. I was like, am I seeing things? What does this email address say? What?
And I sent it, and then right after I was like, oh my God. So I emailed Matt and I was like, please tell me that it's not Aunt Poonie on here. Because I thought it only changed on YouTube, not on my email. And he's like, oh no, it's definitely Aunt Poonie. And I'm like, no, he's gonna tell me no.
I thought it was funny. I've got a twisted sense of humor too, so it's fine.
That's awesome.
And I think you had mentioned our hometown or something like that, and I was like, what? So I think I maybe looked up Lazy River Woodturning. I was like, oh wow, they make these like fancy pens. Okay. And then I was like, okay. And I was already in the mindset of I need to like diversify out from like what I'm already doing. So I was looking at different ways to do that. And this, just like I told you in the message, I was like, it's so funny that you messaged me because I've literally been watching Instagram shorts of people sticking the drilled diamonds on and I'm like mesmerized, but I'm like, ooh. Just staring at it like, I don't know what's going on, but this is real soothing and this is nice. Okay. So she messaged me. I was like, okay, let me think about it. I had to send it. I sent it off to my lawyer friend. And I was like, what is this? Tell me what you think about this. And let me like, does this look okay? Because I can read sort of lawyer lingo, but not really. So I sent the contract to him and he was like, this, if as long as you're fine with the price, like if you want, then go for it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, sure. What do you want? Mm-hmm. What would you like? And
we want all of it, CJ. All of it.
Matt's in the other room texting me like his voice reminds me of John Mulaney.
John Mulaney. Trying to think of who. I'm really bad with names.
He's a comedian. Is that a comic?
Oh, he is. Oh, I got points. Okay, he's a comic. I got that.
Yep. And my son loves him, so he's always listening to him in the other room. Yeah, we try to be like as much as we could. Like, this is still your art. I want you to feel like it's your art. And that's why, like, I always want to run it by you before we give final okay on printing. I'd like to tell you what changes we're making because your name's on it. Mm-hmm. And I want you to feel proud of the end result. If you're feeling like we're not honoring your name and your vision for your artwork, then we're not doing our jobs.
You totally I'm blown away. Like I've been working on my giant thing that overwhelmed me at first when I took it out of the package. I think I told you I saw how I didn't realize how tiny they were, and I was like, oh Lord, what did I do? What? I thought they were like 1/4 inch. These are like 1/8 of an inch, and this is shove it back in the box. Shove it back in the box. Ready to go. But you've from what I've seen from all the I think I've watched 2 or 3 unboxings now. I've watched yours, Laura, and
Aw.
I've watched oh gosh, what's her name? She was in the
There's
chat. Was it
Sparkling
Sparkling?
Spectrum
Yes,
Light.
Yeah.
That's
Sparkling. I
That's-
watched
that's
hers.
Hannah.
I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like so overwhelmed because I'm like, people are creating more art with my art. Like, that is amazing.
Mhm.
That is just, I just so grateful. Just so grateful.
We're grateful.
We're
that
grateful
you
to
allowed
you.
this opportunity. I know.
No, it's hard to find awesome artists that we can, have companies license their artwork with. So we're very grateful that you were okay with doing this.
Yeah, some are just like outright like, nope, I don't do licensing.
Mhm.
Whether it's because they've been screwed over by other companies,
Yeah.
whatever. But that's why I'm not going to chase people, but I also want people to understand that.
Yeah.
I have a standard.
Yeah. And I think the contract and everything was more than I think we had a conversation about this where I talked about what happens when you sign with an art gallery.
Mhm.
Like and it's similar, I think, what you talked about that other company we won't mention their name of.
Mhm.
You're locked into this art gallery. You cannot sell any other way except through they're almost like a brokerage of your art, and
Mhm.
you're locked into them. You can't do anything with your art. I can't use my printer, and print my art prints and sell them. I can't make puzzles. I can't make pillows. I can't make phone cases. They control that piece. And I don't think that's fair. I think, just and I liked the wording in the contract of how it was worded too. Like, it was just for that. Like, I could make other types of art with my art and sell it in different ways, whether it's on a canvas or framed or matted or whatever. But you just wanted it for that. And I was like, that's amazing, because I have no idea about diamond painting. So if you want to handle, please go right ahead.
Even that, I took it an extra step that people sometimes don't think about. I don't know if anyone else does it this way, but most places are like, when they do get the rights and permission, they are the sole person that gets rights and permission. And I left you open so that if someone a company in Europe or a company in South America or Australia or whatever wanted to license your artwork, you were free to do that, because you would make more money that way. You would be more accessible to people who diamond paint across the world who can't afford $60 in shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as what's best for you and what's best for the community, like, if someone can't afford $60 shipping, they're not going to order from me anyway. So why not allow another company to have the right to do it and make that sale, and also make sure that you're supported? So,
well, we've got a way that we're going to support you, CJ. I am going to be giving a $50 gift card to a random person in the chat to either your Etsy shop. They get to choose. They can buy a print off your Etsy shop, which I just saw. Your prints are 40% off right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow. So someone in the chat is going to get a $50 gift card. They can either choose to get a print from CJ's Etsy shop, or they can get a diamond painting from Lazy River, but it has to be one of CJ's diamond paintings. So Galaxy Girl, Stained Glass, the Landscape, or the poinsettia Christmas tree. So how many people we got in here?
And Laura ran that by me too. She's like,
yeah,
is it okay if I do like the Etsy shop or the diamond painting? And I'm like CJ's Etsy shop or his diamond paintings, right? And she said, yeah. And I was like, she's like, that's why I'm asking your permission. And I was about doing it for your shop. And I was like, if he could make all of the profit, then Like, I'm not going to say no to that. The more way that CJ can make money from this, like,
I'm trying to support everybody is what I'm trying to do. So,
but also let me just say thank you, Carol, for my mug. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It holds my 12 ounces and it goes in my dishwasher just fine.
oh, Carol got you the mug of the Christmas tree.
She did.
Oh, that's so sweet, Carol.
She
You're
talked
such
to
a
CJ
love.
for a couple hours to get that made special for us.
That's so amazing. That's just awesome. I know how much that tree means to Carol. So, yeah, that's Carol. I love you, Carol.
Oh, yeah, Carol was awesome. Carol, you're awesome to talk to.
Mhm.
You're so sweet.
She
Yes.
is. And she's one of the most generous people in this community. She really is.
I got the card.
Mhm.
And then the mug didn't come yet. It was just the card the first day. I didn't know there was supposed to be a mug. So I'm like, Carol, this card, like, I can't stop looking at it. And what you had written inside, can I post it as okay? Or do you want to keep it private? So she's like, can I call you? And I was like, yeah, sure. We've never spoken on the phone. And she's like, CJ is the nicest fucking guy. And I've never spoken to her before in my life.
Oh,
oh, Carol.
Oh my gosh.
I was not expecting it. But then she's like, she finally realized that I didn't have the mug. And she's like, well, I just ruined it. But
Okay, I'm setting up the number generator.
okay.
So let's just do between 1 and 40?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got my number, so I will text it to you, Steph. And I guess I need to text it to what mods do I have in here? I've got Veronica,
Rax, and Cooter.
Okay.
Yeah. If CJ knows me as Aunt Poonie, then he's gonna know Veronica, my sister wife in the community, as Cooter. That's her nickname.
Okay.
Sean's
While I do this, I have another question for you, and I still haven't even gotten to my questions yet. So this is going to be an extended live, you guys. Okay. What piece that you did not scrap, but one that you completed, did you struggle with the most? What was the struggle about? Like, was it getting a part technically right to make it look like what's in your head, or maybe something emotional, like trying to convey the emotions that you feel about the subject you're working on? That was from Colette.
You can tell the artist that question.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, she's an artist, so.
That is a really good. I have a folder with, I don't even know how many folders in it, of versions of everything I've worked on, right? So I save everything like in batches. And there are so many things that I struggle with, and I would either just be like, put it out, like it's like they haven't even been released, or a couple things I completely scrapped because I was like, it's not even.
Oh shit! What did I just do? Sorry.
I is not a mod, but I'll have.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm sorry. Don't fucking mind me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hello, sapphires and ocean waves.
I was trying to mod her in.
That's Cooter.
Oh, hi, Cooter.
I thought she was already mod. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of like a one that really. The only thing I can think of right now is the book cover that did my head in with the anatomical drawing of an eye and then make it in my style, but add flowers and teal. I feel so, but like, whew.
It came out beautiful though.
It was a struggle. It was a struggle, but they love it. And I really struggled with that. I'm trying to think if there's anything up on my, hold on. Let's look at my Etsy store, and I can like point to a specific thing, right? So I can be like, this.
Are you going to talk about the other piece that people have told you they've seen something in?
Oh,
wasn't intended.
So while I'm looking through and trying to find the piece that fought with me the most,
I'll look for the other one.
So the other one, let me see. So the one Steph is talking about, I didn't realize why people were liking it so much until someone DM'd me and was like, you know what this looks like? And I was like, what? Real stupid.
Oh, that looks like a vagina.
Well, that's something, that's the opposite thing that...
That's what we thought. Because this part up here.
Yeah.
They told me it looks like a penis. And I was like,
what?
Oh, God. Dude, like the top of it, I guess.
Wait.
Yeah, see, that top of it to me looks like women bits.
Yeah.
But then down here...
I mean, the bottom.
It looks like a ting ting, and down there's the ding ding.
No, you got ting ting up top, and then you've got the flaps.
CJ's about to. Oops, sorry, he left accidentally again. Can't figure out how to get back in there.
I was like,
I didn't just say that, did I? Wow.
I was like, oh God, it does look like like the top of it looks like a penis, and that wasn't what I was going for. And even the other, there's like 5 other versions of it, and I was like, why are people liking this so much? Like, I'm getting, my phone's going bing, 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 and I'm going, what the hell is going on? And then someone DM'd me on Etsy and was like, I love this. It's like erotic, but it's secret. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And they're like, it's a penis. And I was like,
I can't eat roast beef ever again. You know that, right? I cannot eat a roast beef sandwich ever again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, you know the flaps. Okay, anyway, sorry. Oh, gosh. Okay. We got off track there. Yeah.
I would say,
oh gosh, sorry. Now I'm crying.
I'm looking through my pieces. Oh, okay. So if you go on my Etsy shop, right, there is this one. Oh my God, did my head in. So Lady Liberty on my Etsy shop.
Love her. That's
so.
Can I go to your Etsy shop through?
Lady Liberty is the one that you asked me, Laura, if I was going to license. It kind of looks like the Statue of Liberty, but she's got multicolored spikes.
Yeah, but I'm looking to see, can I go to your Etsy shop while I've got you guys on here?
I plan on licensing that one close to 4th of July.
Let me see.
Shift 6. Let's see if I
maybe I can show it.
No.
God.
Do you want me to try?
Technology. Let's see.
No, that's me big. Okay, that's.
If there's a setup that you can make the two of you bigger, me smaller, I'm just like the backup here.
Oh, please. Oh, you know. Stop it.
Stop. Shut the fuck up.
I'm the lady behind the scenes that makes the diamond paintings.
I'm trying to figure out how to do.
Is this the print? Maybe I can show. Okay. Oh, you know what? I took all that was another fiasco. I had someone message me on Etsy and was like, someone is downloading all of your stuff. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take the high-res photos down, but how do we make this bigger? Oh my God, I don't know how to do anything. Right.
I'm getting it.
I'm just failing at life right now. Profile.
Or not.
How do you do this in StreamYard? I don't know how.
I don't know. And Bev's not here anymore.
Did she get mad because I wasn't paying attention to her?
She said that Ruby was going live today, so she's probably buying jewelry.
Oh, I didn't know that. That makes me feel kind of bad.
I think she's live on Facebook.
Oh, is she doing the TikTok stuff with the scoops?
No, but she sells paparazzi.
Oh, for the love of God. How do I make it big?
Yeah, Anthony knows how to do this for sure because I've seen him do this before.
I wonder if it's in my drive. Photos.
Come on.
I guess I could Google it. By the time I Google it, it's going to be too late.
Anyway, so I drew her hand probably 4 times, and I really struggled with getting her hand to, she had this very, yes, so that one. Okay, so you see her hand.
Yeah.
I had her face, I had the spikes and everything, tangly hair. I knew I wanted her to look very ghostly, so like her irises are like whited out. She's very like sort of there but not there. The hand, and I took anatomy drawing classes when I was in college. Like,
did you?
Yes. Like
Wow.
we like look, there was feet, hands, the body, a torso, a head. Like so you know whose hand that is? Mine. Because her little dainty lady hand looked so ridiculous with her giant face. It was so like, it was like the softest little like, and I was like, this looks like it doesn't have the same like weight as her face and everything else. So I literally took a picture of my hand, pulled it into Photoshop, edited it, drew over it, shaded over it, blended it in, dropped it, and I was like, perfect. So it's literally.
That's amazing. That's great. Night
But
Hannah.
that one I struggled with. Yeah.
Oh, we need to do the giveaway before people leave.
Oh yeah. Oh, bye, Hannah.
Yeah, she had to go. Oh. All right, let's do. What are you doing, Steph? All I see is your creamalicious booty. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then we've got all of my questions too. So yikes. Where did she go?
She runs it away.
Okay, well anyway, we're gonna do this. Let me move out of the way so you can see Galaxy Girls. So when I type in go, yeah, you're gonna choose a number between.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was checking in on what Matt was doing. We're finishing up packaging and got to put stuff into the car to ship. But tomorrow, CJ.
Because I need to be supervised.
No, tomorrow, CJ, you will get your transfer for November sales.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's exciting. Oh my goodness.
Go Christmas shopping for yourself, Shug.
Yes. I need to buy everyone else presents. I bought 2 presents. Don't tell anyone. I bought 2 presents for my sister already. I never buy anything early. I'm that last minute shopper because I've spent months making everyone else's Christmases special that I put it off to the end, but I've already got her 2 things, so I'm gonna get her some more things.
Just get everyone diamond paintings of your artwork.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Steph, did you have Matt go check your mail?
Yes, he already checked it. I don't know if he's opened it.
Okay. I just want to make sure you got it. Okay.
Are you doing the giveaway?
Yes, I'm as soon as I click go, everybody's going to put in a number between 1 and 40. I've already chosen the number. And this is going to be $50 towards either prints in CJ's shop, his Etsy shop, or you can purchase one of CJ's diamond paintings from Lazy River Woodturning, but it has to be one of CJ's kits because we're supporting CJ.
Buy from her. Buy from Steph.
Is anyone else selling your work?
Either way, CJ will
buy from Steph.
Either way,
he
CJ
gets a percentage.
Yes,
CJ gets from me. He gets more directly. With Etsy's fees, who knows?
Okay, between 1 and 40.
You guys would die if I told you how much I paid Etsy last month.
That's why, honestly, Steph, I was going to tell you, that's why I didn't open my shop back up, because they're taking 10% of profit. 10% between the fees and the tax and all that.
You already bought the other, right?
Well, I bought 2 from you. Yeah. Well, I bought 3.
No, I meant the domain name.
I did. I bought the domain name. Yes, I have that. So I just got to set up my Shopify and stuff. Okay.
Apparently, I'm also like the business namer in the community.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. She did a great job choosing mine. Okay. All right. People still entering numbers. I'm gonna give you about another 10 seconds. All right. I sent the number to Sean and to Cooter and to Stuff. Did I send
lots of numbers?
Yep. All right.
I think I saw it. Yep.
Okay, I'm looking. Yep.
Someone was right on.
They were.
And then someone gets the same one. Oh no.
All right. We're going to stop.
Yep. Cooter sent it to me. She got the same one.
Okay. All right. So my number, 22. That was the number. So it looks like Emma was the winner. Congratulations, Emma.
Congrats, Emma.
Yay.
Bye from Steph.
So Emma, do me a favor. Sean, if you can throw that in there, or Veronica, my Instagram.
Congrats, Emma.
It's Anxiety Art Adventures on Instagram. If you just direct message me what you would like, or tell us what you would like, then I will go ahead and send you a gift card for either CJ's shop or for Lazy River Woodturning. That's so exciting. Yay.
Sophie, I know I saw that you had the same number, but it's showing on our end as Emma having come through first. Because you see your own comment immediately, but there's a delay when the other ones. So Emma was the first one.
I'm sorry, Sophie.
Sorry.
I always feel bad when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Sean. He put my Instagram in there. So yeah, you can just direct message me, Emma, if you're still here. I hope.
I never win nothing. You won now.
Well, you won today's show. So message me and let me know which one you want, and I will send you a $50 gift card. That's awesome. See, look, you won something, Emma. Okay.
She chose Lazy River.
Do what?
She chose Lazy River. She wants to get a diamond painting.
Okay, awesome. I can put that $50 gift card towards a Lazy River kit. So
that makes it 30 now.
Yeah, I can just send her a gift card from your shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I will send that to you. Just message me, Emma, directly, so I know how to get a hold of you. So I know where to send the gift card. I need an email address.
So a couple things that I want to ask.
Okay.
One's on topic, one's not.
Yeah, I have questions too. Go ahead.
One. Have you had roast beef sandwiches
right.
where we're from?
What?
Where we're from, roast beef sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
They're served hot, right?
Some of them, yeah.
I miss them so much. You can't get hot roast beef anywhere. Well,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
sure
you
could.
can.
Like, we're in a group of women, but the roast beef sandwiches up in Massachusetts are so different from anywhere else.
Yeah, you can go to, what is it, Arby's, and you go dip them in the jus thing or whatever it is. Yeah.
Even like
or
shops,
Subway.
you get roast beef, it's always
Subway.
cold cut. Mm-hmm.
Subway, you can get it toasted at Subway.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not the same. Right. Okay, second question. Okay. Because earlier we were talking about how you wanted watercolor flowers as a diamond painting. So people had questions about that and if you've been working on it and how it's going.
Oh, do they want to see my mess? Oh, I hit my boom. Whoops. So I've done this. Oh God.
Carol.
I'm terrible at everything. Look at all the shiny on the bottom.
You could see more.
See all
pull
the
shiny? Plastic up, CJ. Pull the plastic up on the part.
Did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I did the like funny corner.
I'm old. Don't mind me.
Oh God, I can't do anything. There we go.
Yay!
Is it blocking me?
Yeah, you see it more when it's on the side because you can see the sparkle.
Yeah, look at that sparkle show. Love it. Do you enjoy doing it?
Yes, it's so relaxing. I was really intimidated at first because of how tiny everything is.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all are gonna have to teach me tricks and tips on the wax and the. I don't know what in the world I'm doing.
We're gonna send you. Steph and I already talked about it. We're gonna send you basically a care package full of bougie things that you can diamond paint with, like a nice tray from Unimade, a nice pen, I'm sure, hopefully from Lazy River, wax, putty. We're gonna send you all kinds of stuff that you can play around with.
And we'll send you better multi-placers because the ones that come in that cheap kit are fat and chunky and they're hard to work with. They make slimmer ones that we have.
Oh, okay.
And they're easier to place multiple drills of the same color at a time, and that makes it go a little bit faster. I don't ever do that. I always just do one at a time because I find that more soothing.
Yeah.
I've been doing I watched a YouTube video while I was falling asleep the other night, and they were like, oh, do like a checkerboard so that they line up right. And I was like, oh my, and it looks like you've gotten more done than you've already done. And I was like, this is genius. So I started doing and I was like, they're actually in the little circles now. So I've been doing that. And I kind of like individual, the lining, trying to line up even 3 at a time. I'm like, my eyeball.
Okay, but to be fair, you've got a shitty multi-placer, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Once you get a nice multi-placer, you might feel differently about that. I do the same thing you do. I do individual checkerboard with squares.
We went with a cheaper toolkit because we didn't want to have to charge like extra money for a higher quality toolkit when most people who find us are already diamond painters. We're not the first.
Yeah.
And everyone has like specially made trays, special pens. There's like waxes and putties galore. So most people who do this craft already have a collection. We're going to get your collection started.
Look, Sean pen.
It's a Sean pen.
That's
Sean pen.
Is that like,
Sean pen.
That's
My best
really
friend, he turns pen. I can't do this in the camera, but yeah, he turns pens whenever he can. So, yeah. But we're going to send you stuff, We're going to send you stuff. As long as you're okay with giving me your address or a PO box that I can get it to you.
Oh yeah, I have a post office box. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Do you have other questions, Steph?
I don't. Is it still named Squishy? Now that you know the backstory of the starfish, did you change the name, or do you have a Squishy on the go?
I have a squishy on the go and she's in my car and she makes me giggle every time I get in my car. So she's staying in my car. I'll find another, I think I'm using a bottle right now to hold the plastic back. I'll find another cover minder. I like squishy in my car because she makes me giggle every time I get in my car.
I will get you a cover minder.
Yeah, I got plenty. Yep. We'll get
Wait,
it.
do you like curse words?
Oh yeah. I grew up on the docks,
In
literally.
Bedford. Oh,
Matt, you need to open your box now.
Oh, what is that? Oh, perfect.
I will give you this. Okay.
Yeah, I've got some too that'll
help too with like your floral customers. If they're giving you a hard time when you get home, you can just like take out your aggression while you diamond paint.
I was sassy today at work.
Krista, the starfish is a cover minder. There's 2 magnets. I'm not using it right now.
And I have one of them attached to my computer because I'm stupid.
TJ didn't know what cover minders were either. He just realized it recently. But what you do is, mine's like sectioned off. Not everyone does this. But you pull back your plastic. You put the back magnet behind the painting. And then you put... Oh, well, it fell on the floor.
It's okay.
You put your front part of your cover minder here. You put the back magnet on the back of the canvas, and it holds your plastic back and out of your way, so it's not folding over.
Oh my, that'd be so funny. Pin it to my shirt at work.
Oh yeah.
I won't even wear a name tag.
You got me one.
Oh, what's that?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, a mug?
Yeah, she got me a mug that says "Reasons to be a Mermaid." No pants, no periods, so no scarlet sculptures. Perfect hair. You can lure men to their death, and free clam bra.
I saw that when I got Matt's mug. I was like, I have to get this for staff. I have to.
That's a good one.
When I go home, the clamps come off.
Right? What do you talk about when you get home? I never. I mean, I'm wearing one right now, but that's just because there's a guest. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then we're gonna end this because we've already gone over.
Well, he had questions for us about diamond painting. I know. I figured
yeah.
she'd get that for you.
Oh, yeah. Ask your questions first. Let me look through mine. We might have already answered some.
Okay. All right. The first question I have for you is: do you have any pets?
So we have a cat named Peanut.
Wait, who's we?
Me and my sister.
Oh, you live with your sister. Okay. Did I miss that? Did he already say
Is she
that?
younger or older?
Younger. She's
Okay.
3 years younger than me.
You have a cat named Peanut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what kind of cat? Is it just a domestic short hair? What does it look like? I'm a cat.
Tuxedo.
Cat lady. It's a tuxedo. Okay. I'm a crazy cat lady. Okay. How is your personality reflected in your work? I think we've already answered that though.
Ooh.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of got the idea of what you like to do with your artwork. So never mind. All right. Is there a particular space that you enjoy working in the most?
Yes. Actually, my car.
What?
I thought it was under the tree.
Yes. Well, it's in my car. I don't go out.
You say in your car. Okay. Even
The
like
bugs.
in the summer? Oh, that's true.
Yeah. They mostly stay out of my car, but I have a favorite spot that's under a tree in front of, it's like a lake or a pond. I'm not entirely sure, but I go and I sit there, and that is like my reading spot, my drawing spot. It is my favorite place to be. It's so relaxing. There's water lilies there. It's just really just a nice place to be.
What part do you live? South end, north end, west end?
I live right next to Sassaquin.
Okay.
So right up Lake Street.
Is this park? Is it safe?
It's not a park. It's is it a park? I'm not sure actually. There's a beach there. People fish over there.
Mm-hmm.
There's parking. I guess it's a park.
Like, I watch too much true crime, so when someone says they go,
there's like a main road that
makes me
everyone
nervous.
drives by, and like cops are always driving by. It's totally safe.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So that's good. You have a place you go that you can actually relax and get into your creative mode.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Yes. Under the trees. Awesome. Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite medium? I think you already answered that. You like digital the most, correct?
Right now, it's switched. So if you would have asked me 6 months ago, it would have been acrylics or gouache. I was doing a lot of gouache and acrylic.
Mm-hmm. That's how you say it. I've always wondered how you pronounce that word.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gouache. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and tell us what gouache is.
Gouache is opaque watercolor is the best way I can describe it. So watercolor lets the light through so you can see the paper. Gouache is closer to acrylics, but it's not nearly as thick as acrylics.
Okay. Does it have texture?
No, it's very thin. I do have a set of jelly gouache that is more textured, but it's still very thin when you paint with it.
Okay. Awesome. So when was the last time you did any of that?
This is my son, Aiden.
Hi, Aiden.
You know Laura.
Hi.
And down there is CJ. He's the artist that did this and the Galaxy Girl and the ones I've been showing you lately.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
I was like showing them off to him when they first came, and I'm like, "You don't really care about diamond painting, do you?" And he's like, "No."
That's okay. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. It's been a while. I really like jumped into the I stopped. I had some of my gouache and acrylic paintings up in my shop, and I took them because I was in this really weird headspace, and they were so boring.
That's your opinion, though. Other people may like them.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad. I gave one to Krista as a present.
Really?
They were really relaxing. I love you, Krista.
You gave her one. What? I'm sorry, I missed.
I gave her one as a present.
Diamond painting?
No. One of my acrylic or gouache paintings I gave to her as a present, and
I would love that.
It was a series of. I was doing this. I did a mural. I did a seaweed mural. Seaweed, kelp, and algae mural for the city, and then I did all these paintings of seaweed and algae, and they're really relaxing to do. She loves it. Oh, see, she loves them. Good.
I would too.
But nobody was liking them, and I was like, never mind. Okay.
But now you've got this whole community that might think differently. You never know.
True. And now I have more people and more eyes on my shop, so maybe I might put them back up. But I think people are going to be like, how is this the same? Is it different?
But it doesn't have to be the same. That's the whole point of artwork, is to have different, different things. Yeah. I'd like to see them.
Through my supplies right now. I'm like, what can I send CJ?
Oh, don't worry. I've already started a box, and I don't know. We'll talk off camera about that, but I don't know if you want me to send the box to you and you send one big box to him, or if we're sending separate. We'll talk about that later.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
And if you get duplicates, CJ, then you can share with Krista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, both the birthday
Ooh.
and that's right, the wedding present. I did 2 paintings for her.
Let's see. Okay. This one's kind of you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but I think this is important to get this opinion from artists. How do you keep balanced between your personal and your studio work? How do you keep a balance in your life?
I think every artist makes things that they want to make and they want to keep for themselves. And I think if is that what you mean, or do you mean like work life and personal life, like
Basically, well, it could go. You could answer both. That's fine. But I'm thinking more
Okay.
of, okay, when you create a piece, like how do you balance that between I want to keep this piece for me because it's personal to me versus I'm going to go ahead and let the public, do what they want with this, purchase it or what have you. But like, how do you keep that balance as far as deciding that?
there's
Please do it.
my main goal has been for a long time, and this was something that I started exploring when I was in college.
I'm gonna need Lord to make me another one of those. Sorry.
It's okay.
Matt's beside me because he has a question for you.
How do I make art that the average person can buy? Because I have done commission pieces for people that are hundreds of dollars, that are in beautiful mansions in bougie towns that we won't name. And I've done commission pieces that are so expensive that the average person cannot buy. So my main goal with my Etsy shop, and then what I'm eventually gonna bring everything into my website with, is I wanted to create things that were affordable for everyone, and everyone has the chance to get. So whether it's whatever you can afford, whether it's a small one or a big print or a canvas print, or you want a gallery float framed fancy, one of the most expensive things I sell. If you want to go that way, you can go that way. But I wanted to. Our art is for everyone. It's not just for people with money. That's not fair. That's not fair to me, and it's not fair to the world. Like to gatekeep. So that was sort of where I wanted to go. But there are things that I hold on to and I haven't released or let out into the world, that are like sitting on my shelves or they're on my walls, because they're like this, for instance. There was a time where I did have it up for sale, but I think the more I think about it, I want to keep it because it has a very special personal meaning to me, and I don't want to give it. Maybe I'll sell prints of it one day, but the actual painting I want to keep.
Okay, that's good to know. And I agree with your mindset as far as art, should be available to everyone. And it shouldn't be just all about the money. I mean, it shouldn't be that way.
No.
So I highly respect that opinion of yours.
Thank you.
Yes.
What made you decide to share poinsettia a Christmas tree?
Mm-hmm.
Did that having special meaning to you, and how does it feel to, through this whole thing, have people connect to it in a way that you relate to?
Like Carol's story and what we've talked about, poinsettias
Colette
have
as
a
well.
very Colette too. Yep. My mother would come to me and get her poinsettias, and I would help her pick out poinsettias every single year. And it has a really special meaning for me because she kept them year round, which was wild. She would even like keep them in like a closet. Like she would put the ones that lived and put them in a closet to try to get them to either turn. She always got red ones. I don't think she ever got any other color. It was always red. And the poinsettia Christmas tree was sort of or the poinsettia tree. It's not really a Christmas tree, but the poinsettia tree was sort of an homage to her, and also just how much she loved plants.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was sort of and I had no idea it was going to reach out and affect people in on my other poinsettia things too, that I'm like, I get messages on, and I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think everyone, it's the smallest things that are like the most special, you know, and how it affects and makes people feel and connects us is so important. I would say another symbol besides the poinsettia too would be like cardinals. Like I ordered something from another small business last year. Cardinals are very special in my family.
Me too.
In a similar way to the way the poinsettias are, and how much they meant to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. I have a special, my grandmother's favorite bird was cardinals, and I'd sit and watch the cardinals, and she had all these bird feeders, and I would just sit with her for hours and watch them, and she named all of them. And, you know, it was a bonding experience with me and her. So every time I see a cardinal, I always think of her, always. So, yeah. Now I understand. I mean, there's so many different things about artwork that bring out so many just awesome emotions in people, from, you know, remembering their childhood to, you know, maybe even going on a first date, or, you know, always good experiences, in my opinion, from my experience. So artwork is it is such an important part of our society. And I'm so thrilled that you are a part of our community now. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude that you agreed to do all of this. So
I'm overwhelmed, and I messaged you guys the other day how overwhelmed I was about. I think I was having a really bad day, and then I was getting it was like a roller coaster. It was like all this good stuff in, and all this craziness is happening, and I'm like, it's doing my head in. It's doing my head in, and I don't even know. And it's like I messaged one of my customers. She came back, I think, a couple times and bought multiple, and I was so overwhelmed. Like I was like, they're spending their hard-earned money to support something that I love to do, but they love it enough to spend it's really over. And then now they're diamond paintings, and who knows what's gonna be in the future, but I'm just
keeping you up with chat. Bina has officially adopted you into the community. And she wants you to come back, and she said that you're officially part of us.
Oh,
I'm trying to block the troll. Can somebody?
I already got it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I was like, what in the world is going on with that?
No, that's a troll, Shug. That's a troll. That's actually the first troll I've had in a while, which is good.
And speaking for me, I was really honored that you had art featuring an Asian woman, because
Mhm.
in the community there has been a lot of talk of being more inclusive, but it's predominantly more like Black, modern day Black women, not traditional attire. But there really hasn't been that much Asian or Hispanic. So that's something that I've been looking for. And also there's men that are joining the community now, and they want to paint men. So having these different
I
options, because
might have something to show you that I've been working on.
okay, is it something you showed me a start of?
I don't know if I've shown you this one.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Angie. I don't know if did I show you this one? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I know Rax really loved your work, and I was like, go check his Etsy shop. Tell me which one's your favorites, because I eventually plan to license pretty much everything. So it helps me decide which ones are going to be next. And he sent me like 10 different ones, and he's like, this one looks like a guy. Like, I think this is a guy. And he was really excited about the ones that looked like it was men featured.
Oh, Rex, you can always ask me. You can send me messages and ask me any questions. I can tell you which ones are guys or girls, or and about the inclusivity thing. That was a conversation I actually had with one of my longest friends. I was like, I want things in my shop that are for everyone, like not just white women or white guys, or like I want to represent the whole. So I worked on a whole Kwanzaa series. So there's a whole Kwanzaa series in my Etsy shop, and I put in there,
next year,
you know, like what Kwanzaa means to people, and a lot of that actually goes back to my upbringing, because I went to a very multicultural elementary school that I went to Kearney.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I grew up with like all of my neighbors were Cape Verdean. Like I grew up with, we called it the melting pot. I don't know if that's PC or whatever, but it's a melting pot. We had Filipino people in class, we had Puerto Rican people, we had Cape Verdean people, we had Spanish people, we had mixed Spanish and Black, we had everything. And I wanted to create art that was for everyone, and I want everyone to be represented, but at the same time I had to like message one of my friends and be like, is this appropriation if I start drawing? And they're like, no, like you're just drawing your art. It's not, you're not pretending to be a Black woman, you know what I mean? Like there's a difference. So and a lot of artists draw a lot of different races, but I also didn't want to like misrepresent myself as like someone, even though I am literally like everything except Portuguese, hysterically enough. I'm not even, I don't know if you can tell from my very white, pale,
I thought maybe Irish.
patchy, Irish, Scottish, Swedish, English, French, German, but no Native American, but no Portuguese.
He specifies this because I think it's like what 70%.
Yeah.
Where yes. So there's, but half of my extended family is all Portuguese. So like, but I the main point, like I want everyone to feel represented in my art. That was a huge thing for me. Like I don't want just the average, you know, like I wanted, like I'm working on something that's big in Caribbean culture is Three Kings Day. One of my friends pointed out, they're like, if you could do something for Three Kings Day, I was like, what's that? I don't know what that is. It's about the three magi that go see Jesus, that bring the gifts. But it's a huge in Caribbean culture. And I had just gone literally on a trip to the Caribbean, visited all the islands like in September. So that's something I'm working on. That might not be ready until next year, but everything in Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I gotta.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, Carol, that is so true. I gotta show you that. That is
Matt
so
was
true.
waiting to ask a question, but he had to go take a shower.
Go ahead,
Oh
Matt.
no.
He's in
What's
a
your
state of undress right now, but he said next time we go up to visit my family, are we going to go to Dairy Maid all together?
Yes.
Like,
if it's
not
still,
my
is it
family,
still
but
open?
no, it closes for the winter.
Yeah.
That's what I tell him all the time when I don't feel like it. I'm like, the ice cream shop's closed for the winter.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It gets too cold, and it's right by the beach, so they close the ice cream shop.
Oh my
Okay.
God, we can go break our ankles climbing up the dikes.
I only have 2 more questions, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Most important or memorable advice that you have been given?
Ooh. Find your story.
Mm-hmm.
Find your story and find a way to tell it.
Do you feel like you've done that?
I'm like inch by inch by inch. I'm getting there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all coming out in like sort of blotches, if that makes any sense. It's very it's hard. It's hard to put together like a point of view and have something to say, and not because the minute you make a viewpoint on anything, there's going to be pushback. There's going to be someone's going to say, they're going to be against you. There's going to be, and I'm so not about that,
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a way to tell a story where you're just being truthful,
Mm-hmm.
and just letting people see it for whatever it is, and it is what it is.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
Very good advice. All right, the last question. I ask this to everyone that comes on my channel, so get ready.
Okay.
I hope you have your phone near you.
Have I what?
Hope you have your phone near you.
Do I have my phone near me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What was the last thing you Googled?
Okay. Mass minimum wage 2022.
Really?
Because I hired someone today.
Did you really? At the
Yes.
flower shop?
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I always ask people what they Googled. I haven't gotten anything really crazy as of yet. I'm waiting for it though.
I got a funny one below that.
What's that?
Latvian Postal Service.
What? What is that?
I was trying to track it.
Oh.
Trying to track a package, and I kept mistyping numbers for a customer.
CJ, what questions do you have about Diamond?
Yes, feel free to ask us questions.
Oh yeah, let me go to my notes. Okay. What does AB mean?
Aurora Borealis.
Oh,
so that iridescent effect is
okay.
to mimic like the northern lights.
Like the northern lights.
Okay. Why are the diamonds called drills?
That I don't know. Supposedly it has something to do with how like they manufacture them. I think it's just a translation thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we like to drill, Shug.
We like to DP too.
We like to DP.
Okay. I'm having flashbacks to that god awful movie. Oh God.
How does that go? Like that?
Wait, there's a movie?
There's a
we
movie.
We just joke around about
Jared Leto and oh my God, what's her name? The one with the eyebrows. It's an older movie. Oh, what is it called? Oh my God, what is the movie called? I'll think of it and I'll text you. It's horrifying.
Is it Cara Delevingne with the eyebrows?
No, older. No.
Okay.
We're going way back. Okay, we're going way back, like 90s.
Okay.
I
Requiem?
think. Requiem for a Dream.
Sophie.
Never ever want to see that movie ever again.
But
the mother alone in it just freaks me out. That just sets me too much.
Brooke Shields with the eyebrows. Okay.
Yes, there we go. I knew there was eyebrows. Yes. What am I doing wrong with the wax? So the single one, I'm not getting enough in the it's like I'm stabbing the diamonds with the metal part, and I'm like, what the? And then the other one, there's too much, and I'm like, and then there's little wax bits everywhere, and it's giving me agniage.
You're not Portuguese, but you know the words.
It's giving me agniage from. I needed a Klonopin, and I can't.
So you peel back the plastic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You
At least you need to do
down,
that.
Stab straight down and and twist.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
Like
you
this
just stab down.
yeah, like this is the wax, and this is your pet. Like here, like this is the wax.
Can you see?
Just do
Okay,
this.
I've been stabbing it sideways because it's not giving me enough for the metal part. It's
keep
not,
it flat and take your pen and
yeah.
stab it in the top and just twist like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting supplies.
Twisties. Give twisties to it. Come on, CJ.
Twisties mean something else, but I don't want to scare you off right now.
Right.
It's still too soon.
That's okay.
I'm sure he knows what a twisty is.
So
last question. Okay,
Look,
I'm watching.
Go straight down into it.
Tilt the tray towards
twist.
There you go.
And
that's
twist.
probably how you don't get all the little bits that I get stuck to my. Okay.
Right.
It's
but
also not the best wax, but you'll get better stuff soon.
Yeah, you're also using pink wax, which I mean, honestly, there's not a whole lot wrong with pink wax, but there's way better wax available that'll last longer than the pink wax. So, and we're going to send you all kinds of different waxes. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Laura, if I were to send him peppermint snow, would I be able to get that replaced?
I'll have to look and see if I still have that oil.
Okay.
But if I do, yeah, I'll make you some.
Because I haven't used it, but I didn't even remember I had it, and I just smelled it. And I was like, "This smells amazing," but I'm gonna give it to CJ because I haven't used it.
Use it first to make sure that it works good.
I don't want to use what I'm giving him.
I don't think he'll care.
What?
You should take one
What
swipe
is
out of
it?
It's wax that I make.
ingredients.
Yeah, I make it.
Oh.
And it uses beeswax, and it's scented.
Oh. What's the scent?
Peppermint snow.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one, I was going to send you a sweet clementine. Because I've got two of these.
Well, show on the front, show.
But I have his magnet on the front of that one.
Oh my gosh. So yeah.
That's cute.
My husband named it that. My husband named it that.
That's smart. That's really because it's tiny. I get it. Yeah.
And
it's
then
cute.
this is, I believe, the Muni made tray,
Shimmery?
and it's color shift.
Ooh.
It's rainbow. So if anyone should have a rainbow tray, I think it should be you.
Yes.
I might have. Are you sending him a big one? I might have a small one that I can send him to.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him a big one.
All right, I'll send him a small one.
Oh, last question about the diamond paint. Are they? I keep seeing different. Are they plastic or resin, or am I just confused about life?
So there's two different materials for the drills. There's
Okay.
acrylic and resin.
Oh,
The square ones are resin, which is it's a better material. The acrylic, the way that it's shaped, doesn't allow it to sit flush. So there's little gaps in the acrylic drills if you do a square kit, whereas the resin will sit together. The only problem with that is you're more likely to have like little tabs on the end. And if there's tabs, that gets in the way of it adjusting correctly. But most people prefer the square to be resin, which ours are. And then our rounds are acrylic. As far as I know, they don't make resin rounds.
Resin, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do, though.
I think they do.
Yeah.
I think because that company we're not going to talk about, when they first switched over, I could tell a difference in the round drills, and I didn't like the new ones. I actually prefer the acrylic that we have. It's a really high quality, and they're all very uniform. So,
right.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, like if I were to send you acrylic and resin square drills, you would be able to tell the difference. One feels cheaper. The shape is a little off. Sean's like, that's not confusing at all because there is acrylic resin.
Right. Yeah, there is acrylic resin.
I get the resin is really, really hard. Acrylic is like hard, but not as hard as from what I remember in art school.
It feels lighter.
My art colleagues tried to kill me with resin fumes.
I agree, Carol and Veronica. I had absolutely hardly any trash on my round kit from Lazy River.
And the pens that we make are resin, always resin. Hand-turned pens usually are resin. If you buy some that say they're hand-turned, they're mass-produced acrylic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then they have lathes that are set up to just do the shape. Like they don't actually have someone manning it.
Yeah. But there's so many things, Shog, for diamond painting. You're going to get so wrapped up. Oh my God. Like I collect diamond painting pens.
I watched your video the other, and I was like,
all her pens.
At first I thought there was something else. I was like, am I seeing things or what in the world? I was like, my eyeball. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
The diamond
probably got over 200 pens.
Yeah, the diamond painting community is very perverted. They are trying to act like they're not in chat, but they're like, that's a butt plug pen. Like,
oh yeah. No, but I mean, there's so many things. There are pens, there are cover minders, there are trays, there's wax, there's putty.
Yeah.
You name it, they've got it. It's insane what's all out there.
And if you have questions or want tutorials, let me know and I can send you.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, absolutely. We're in a group chat together, so ask away, Shog.
Okay.
Ask away. I'm so thrilled that you actually. That there's an actual artist that not only is offering his artwork to us as diamond paintings, but that is actually doing diamond painting himself. That's awesome. So great.
I know Jade, she's another girl who started a diamond painting company over in California. Her first artist she signed was Dolly Twall, and she got her diamond painting her own kit as well. Mm-hmm. So it's really exciting to have like the artists joining in the chat and becoming like part of the group. It's really cool.
Yeah. And for me, and I don't know how it is for other diamond painters, but for me personally, when I get a piece of art, because I'll only purchase licensed diamond paintings. I'm a big advocate for that, as is Stephanie, and a lot of people in the community, where we're not going to purchase anything unless it's licensed. But anything I do purchase from a licensed artist, it really makes me feel good that I can work on something that actually has meaning to me, but is created by someone else, but I get to put my own, work into it too, so to speak. So it's very satisfying to be able to have that experience. And that's just for me personally, but, and it's very helpful with my anxiety, very therapeutic to diamond paint. So
This helped me relax I was just
Absolutely.
till 11 o'clock, just boop, boop, boop. And I had what was it, fall lo-fi or something on just in the background, really light. And I was like,
Yep.
this is really relaxing. It is super relaxing after crazy, stressful, bonkers days. Yeah.
That makes me feel so good, because Diamond Art Club was my first diamond painting that I ever did, and I had that feeling. So to know that now our painting is that first company for you, and it's giving you that same feeling of oh, this is so calming. Where has this been all this time? It's really exciting.
Yeah. So
one more question.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in karma, CJ?
To an extent, yes.
Things being meant to be, being in the right place.
Yeah.
Fate. Yeah. Okay.
I think you put out there what your intentions are, and then depending upon what you may or may not have done in the past, things do or do not happen. So yes, I do believe in karma to a certain extent. Yeah.
And you believe in fate? Because I feel like this connection was fate personally.
Yeah. I thought it was wild that I in the back of my, I'm like, okay, I need to do this for my website. I need to, someone wants a book of my work. Someone wants this. Someone wants that. Someone wants gold leaf things. And then I'm randomly watching on my phone someone diamond, and then you mess it, and I'm like, wait a minute. And this isn't even something I'd ever even thought of. At all. Didn't even cross my, I even watching and I was like, woo, all, mesmerized and everything. I had no idea that was I thought, I don't know what I thought or how I didn't know anything about diamond painting. And now I know something. I don't know much, but I know something.
We'll help you.
But I think it's fate that certain things happen, and I think everything happens in time, and I think if you put your intentions out there in the world, then they come back to you, whether it's the answer you want or you were going for.
All right, and I have to pat myself on the back, because
I was gonna say
I'm the one that told Steph.
I've had his Etsy shop in my favorites for months.
I know. So Steph,
just one of the first artists that I favorited.
Steph and I are we're best friends, and she and I have been talking for a long time about them starting this business, and she had expressed her fears and all of her concerns, and I finally said, just fucking message them. Just do it. I said, what's the worst that can happen? They're going to say no, and you move on to another artist. I said, but if you don't go out there and do that, then you're never going to know. So just do it.
It was hilarious. We were on the phone, and I was oh, there's so much artwork that I really love, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hold on. So I'm sending her Etsy links to a few different artists. And she's like, oh my God, Steph, this one, Galaxy Girl. She freaked out on Galaxy Girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you doing? You need to contact these artists.
Yeah. I
So
said,
we
you
got
need
on
to do it
the
right
phone.
now. Stop
We got
whatever
on the
you're
phone,
doing.
and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And like, I love all your work anyway, but you have like Massachusetts as your location. So when I reached out, I even said something like, you know, I think it would be super cool to be like, hey, let's show them what Massachusetts people can do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I had mentioned being from this particular city. You hadn't said, you could have been from anywhere in Massachusetts, but it turned out it was the same city. And then you said that you were watching diamond painting videos just the day before.
Wild. Like,
So how
never watched them, never. I think I glanced at them in passing in Michael's like years ago, and I was like, I don't know what this is. And I was like, I need paintbrushes, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't even. And then
I licensed the pieces from you, and I was showing people, because we do our own lives on Thursdays. So I was showing people the pieces that we had licensed from you. And Carol was in chat saying stuff about Christmas trees and Christmas and Christmas. And that night, I just like couldn't sleep that night. And I'm like, if I need to do Christmas, like I need to order it now so it'll be here in time for Christmas. So I woke up the next morning, looked at the Kwanzaa and the Christmas ones that you had up. And as soon as I saw this image, I'm like, that's it. That's the one. So I asked you that morning, like, hey, can I go ahead and license this from you too? Licensed it. Yes. And then I can't remember if it was Carol or Kristen that messaged me first, but they said, you know, I have a really special bond with this piece of art, and it reminds me of my parent that passed and all this stuff. And I'm like, this one? And I sent them the image, and they're like, yeah, that one. And I'm like, you mean the one that I just licensed this morning, because there was a voice telling me that I needed to get this one. And then it turned out being two different people. And then it turns out that you have that same connection to that piece. This past Saturday, when we released the rest of your kits, was actually the anniversary of, I think it was Carol's mom's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. And then Kristen, because Carol and Kristen, we let them go and get it a little bit earlier because they wanted it done and framed for Christmas. Kristen, the day she received hers was the 1-year anniversary of her father's passing. So it kind of feels like we're conduits to let them know that their parents are still with them. And that really meant a lot to me. And I wanted to share that with you because I know that that piece means a lot to you as well. Yeah. So knowing that it's impacting them that way.
I don't even have words. Like I lost my mom in 2019, and it was a lot. It was a lot. And I think I'm finally past, like, you go through all the stages. Oh Lord, do you go through all the stages? And I
go back and forth.
And I was watching a movie the other day, and I was really missing her a lot. And I missed her, like, popping in and being like, oh, I want to, buy, and just talking to me, and you don't realize, like, at the time, like, how short life is and how precious things are. And it was a lot. It was a lot. And I think if she knew how much, it means, because like my mom and I did not always get along. We were not always friends, but she always supported me art-wise and career-wise for whatever I wanted to do. So I think in a way this is her like, look, like this is, pay attention, in a very subtle way, I think, which she was not a subtle woman, but I think it is. It's, and it I'm very like grateful for everyone who's reached out, from Carol and everyone else, and it's hard for everyone around the holidays, especially, like really hard. And I know it's hard for everyone, and we're all missing people. So I hope that my art, and however you think of it, makes it a little easier, if it helps. Because it's been very therapeutic for me.
Good. I wanted you to know that you've had a great impact on the community overall, but especially those two women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I agree. Yes. And we are grateful for you, Carol, as well. So I can't tell you just how Carol is just so amazing. Just so generous and so kind.
And so. I can't relate in the same way, but I've never been a Christmas diamond painting kind of girl. It's too flashy and in your face, but this is like so like timeless and elegant and subtle. And
that's what I told Steph. I said
Christmas kit that I'm actually excited about.
I told Steph that I am not a person that likes your typical Santa and reindeer and all of that for Christmas. I'm just not that person. When I saw this diamond painting, I immediately thought of my grandmother, because she had always had poinsettias at Christmas time all throughout her house. But two, it was just the romantic feel and the subtle and the softness of it, that it was not your traditional Christmas painting. It's more of a holiday painting. That's why I even told Steph, I was like, I could work on this in January, February, whenever I want to. It doesn't have to be specifically for Christmas, but it's just such a different, unique piece for the holidays. I flipped out when she showed it to me. It's like, never seen anything like that. So it's awesome.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, we've got people bonding about their loss right now, so I wanted to.
Oh.
Yes. I don't want to bring everybody down in the chat. I'm sorry.
I'm the one who brought it up. I just wanted CJ to know like how much of an impact it had.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the holidays, like CJ said, the holidays can be really hard for people. And hopefully, I mean, like when I look at this piece, it makes me smile because I think of my grandmother. So hopefully, like CJ said, it can bring you guys some joy as well. Yes.
All the hearts. All the hearts.
Let's put some hearts in the chat for CJ.
Let's do Bev's hearts.
Yes, Bev's hearts. You get the little fingers. The little.
Oh, is that what that means? I didn't know what. Okay.
Our friend Bev, she was in here earlier. She got us all watching Scoops videos where they're scooping up crystals, and it's in China.
Mm-hmm.
And they always do that's how they do their heart symbols to the chat.
Good. Thank you, my honey. Thank you, my honey. Love you, my honey.
My Lady Gaga. You got a ding ding. So that's where we got the idea to do the crystal drills that we've been doing with the Scoops.
Did Matt have a question?
He
Oh,
already went to
yeah.
Sunrise already. It was an ice cream question
Okay.
that Jerry made.
Okay.
Oh,
Does anyone else have a question for CJ before we go? Since we've been on here for 2 hours now.
CJ, have you
goodness.
had Pistage de Nata before?
oh, but I used to buy them by the big box. Okay,
Wait, what did you buy?
they are my
It's a
favorite.
pastry, a Portuguese
It's
pastry
an-
called Pistage de Nata.
It's an egg
Egg
tart
Yeah.
custard, but it's like if creme brulee and an egg custard had a baby and made it Portuguese, and then puff pastry, kind of sort of.
Wow.
Depending upon who's making it. Love the ones from Sunrise.
Yes.
And there's a one, oh my God, there's a bakery that closed behind Dartmouth Street that used to make the best. It was on the corner. I forget what the heck it was called. Oh my God. But
I haven't lived there since I was 20, so I probably don't know.
Well, you probably went there. Everyone stands outside and gets pops in the morning from them, and they closed, I think. And they used to have the best.
So Portuguese bread.
Pops. Okay.
Pops. So it's just a roll with a, but it's a Portuguese bread. I don't know how to explain it.
It's crusty on the outside, and
but
it's
soft.
very soft on the inside.
So soft.
It's like freshly baked French bread, but it's little rolls.
My mind go dirty as soon as you say that. Okay. Anyway.
Go where?
Dirty.
Oh.
Sorry.
And you slice it, and you have it with butter and Portuguese cheese, and like that's breakfast.
Okay.
Oh, you put linguiça, chorizo in it, and
yep. People literally would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to go to the bakery to get the fresh baked rolls.
Or malasadas.
And then go get Dunkin'.
Go get Dunkin'. You gotta get Dunkin'.
Gotta do Dunkin'. And that's breakfast. Everyone just gets together and has pops and coffee. But yeah, the Pistage de Nata, Matt tried it like the second time we went up to Massachusetts. We went to Sunrise to meet my dad, and I told him to try it, and he loved it. So every time we go, we get like a dozen, and he eats it within like 3 days.
You have to, especially if you bring it to work. You gotta bring the big box. It costs just pay the money, buy them all before, because if you don't, you'll be sad because you'll go in there an hour later and they'll be all gone.
Yes. Oh, everybody's
went to a Portuguese restaurant in Orlando, and they only had them like sold by 2 as a dessert. But we were like, if we ordered a dozen, or 2 dozen, could we get like a cheaper rate? $110 for a dozen malasadas, and they weren't even as good as
no.
No, my friend up there, like when I posted about it on Facebook, because this was years ago, she's like, I can get a dozen for $7 right now.
Yes,
malasadas are Portuguese. Mm-hmm. Somehow they ended up in Hawaii.
Yeah, they ended up, but they're oh my God, what are people? They're not funnel cakes. They're what is the other thing? Ears. Oh, people call them something fried dough, but Portuguese way. And you can only get them on Sunday. Where we're from, you can only get them on Sunday. It's and you have to be there at like 5 a.m, and they're sold out.
I'll have to try this. Not that I'll ever be in Mass anytime soon. But...
we just had a debate at work that the malasadas are not the same as fried dough. They are not. They're different. Totally different.
So we'll swing by Virginia, Laura, and pick you up and take you to Massachusetts with us.
Yeah, because you have to come up to me anyway to get there. So yeah, just come pick me up.
Okay.
I want to go.
We don't have any of that here.
In Sunrise, in Antonio's. I think Antonio's is still open. Yeah, we'll go to Antonio's.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Hmm.
That would be awesome.
And Antonio's is not Italian; it's Portuguese.
It's Portuguese.
Sounds
Sophie would pick
Italian.
you too.
Oh yeah.
Sophie's like, I'm in Virginia too. Come get me. She was just in Boston too.
I forgot. Yeah, that's right. You're in Virginia too, Shug. That's right. I don't think you're that far from me. I think we've had this conversation. I have a lot of people, believe it or not, that are in Virginia that really aren't far from me at all. So pack
Wow,
Sophie
we've
in
been
your
going for
luggage.
45
Okay,
minutes.
I can do that. I can do that.
Pack Sophie in the.
Yeah.
Rax
I'm
wants
not
to
coming to
go
get you, Rax.
Florida,
You're too far
Philippines.
away.
I
Yeah.
want to come to the Philippines to see the amazing greenhouses they have there and their orchids. They have the most amazing orchids and exotic plants in the
Rax-
Philippines.
I'm sure
His
Rax will give you
family owns a
personal tour.
pineapple farm.
That's awesome.
I asked him seriously, and he said yes. So he better not be lying to me.
They have a pineapple farm?
Yeah.
Or maybe that's code for something. I was
I
just
think
on a
he's
cruise.
pulling your leg. I don't think he's really. Have you Googled
You mean
that?
upside down pineapples on doors?
Oh, here we go. Do you know this story? Is that why you're saying that?
I don't know.
Our development, we have people who think that they own our development. They think they're the new HOA that live here, an older couple, and they're always like bossing everybody around. But we have 2 pedestals at the entrance to our neighborhood, and it just says like the name of the development. They go and put pineapple statues on top of it, so we look like the swinger neighborhood.
It's not. He doesn't have pineapples. He said we have rice.
Oh, they have rice. Okay.
Yeah, they have like
So,
rice patties and stuff, right? Like, where they-
pineapple is my symbol in the community.
Calamansi? Is that like calamari? We love where Steph and I are from. We love fried calamari.
Have you had stuffed quahogs?
Stuffed what?
Quahogs. You don't like it? No.
What is that? Do
I
I
don't.
want to?
This is how you know
Quahog
I'm.
is a type of clam.
It's a big clam with a purple and white inside. This is how you know I'm not Portuguese. I can't stand onions, peppers, or shallots.
What?
But I love garlic and I love chives. But I can't stand onions, peppers. But I like spicy food.
He's the same way.
Love
Sean.
spicy food.
Sean won't eat peppers or onions or
Peppers or onions, they
weird.
taste like licking a battery.
How does that taste, Shug? How do you know how that tastes?
Don't act like you didn't do it
I
when
was
you were
a
a kid.
weird
Never
kid.
licked a fucking battery.
Really?
Really? Not a 9-volt, just for fun?
How about
No.
chewing aluminum foil with your cavities?
Oh, see, I don't have any metal. I don't know
Why
what
would
that's
you
like.
do that?
I haven't done that. I don't
Oh
know
my
what
God.
that's like.
I was an only child until I was 12, okay?
Look, Sean says agree. You ain't lived till you licked a 9-volt. Oh my God.
Calamansi is a tiny lime.
It's a tiny
Oh.
lime. I know what you're talking about. Are they the ones that put out it's lime oh my God, this stupid
Thank you, Veronica.
fish
I'm not
eggs,
the only
like
one.
lime, like the little fish eggs, the limes, you squeeze them and it looks like little fish eggs come out. I want to try them so bad. I haven't tried them yet.
Y'all are gross.
Cooter said, I'm still an only child and I never did that stuff.
Thank
Well, that
you.
explains a lot. That explains why you're the good twin and I'm the evil one.
Cooter didn't do it either. Nope. And her name is Cooter, and she didn't lick a 9-volt battery. Shug. Sorry, I got my redneck coming out there. It's a fish egg. I don't think so. Fish egg. I don't think so. So it must not be
Like,
that.
oh, it must be a different type of lime then. There's one you like squeeze it and it looks like little tiny fish eggs, but it's a
Like
it's a
boba?
like a lime. It's like a finger lime. Is it called a finger lime? I don't know. Anyway,
Calamansi.
What does that look like?
What does that look like? I mean, it just looks like a little, yeah, it just looks like a little tangerine, but a lime. Like a halo. Yeah.
Oh, it's just like a little. Oh, why is it orange on the inside?
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
What? Why is it? Is it like a blood orange?
Hold
is
on,
it sweet?
All about the. I don't need that. Hold on.
I eat herring eggs on a tree branch.
Ew. What?
Berta. What?
What?
What in the world? I don't even know.
She's in Alaska, so that explains everything.
Yeah, they seals and dolphins and
it's a hybrid. Look. So a calamansi is a hybrid between a kumquat and another species of citrus. In this case, probably mandarin orange.
Bye. Good night.
Night, Sophie. Good luck on your tests.
Night, Sophie. Wait, what did
Letitia says that we have to see you lick a 9-volt in the next live.
Do I have it? I don't know if I have it. We have a new smoke detector that's like lasts forever or something.
I'm not licking a 9-volt show. No, man.
I'm too old. I'll probably have a heart attack and die.
Right? I'm too old.
Oh, look, he's dead on live stream.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I'll restart my body because everything's broken.
You squeeze iced tea?
Same. Oh, that's interesting.
No.
I love I want to buy the tree. The tree is pretty. Y'all see the tree that's on Etsy for 3 gallons for $85 with all the fake fruit all over it?
Oh my God, the accent was so strong right then.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
All
right, so y'all.
Sorry, I was telling Matt, I was like, I wonder how long it's gonna be before my accent starts coming back, like listening to CJ, because I'll be on phone with my aunts, and then after, like, I'll real hard Boston accent.
Have someone with a septum piercing touch the piercing to the 9-volt poles.
Septum?
Is that
I don't have that.
Is that your
That must
nose?
be interesting. Yes, you can eat the herring eggs with seal oil, Hulligan cheese, or just melted butter. That sounds good.
No, thanks.
I don't know what Hulligan grease is, but seal oil. Oh yeah, it heats up the metal apparently.
CJ, do you
That sounds dangerous. I put stuff in the microwave and I put stuff in the toaster oven and I put stuff. No, I cook on holidays for my family, and then that's about it. I can order out.
I'm really good at ordering food.
I'm really good at ordering things. I like to cook. I just don't have the energy usually to cook.
I don't like to cook.
So what you're saying is you need a sugar daddy that knows how to cook for you. Yeah.
Make a diamond painting account. Seriously, we're constantly getting sugar daddy messages.
Oh yeah.
Really?
And then it's like, do I do this so that I can get free paintings?
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
I make cereal, of course.
Yeah, that's cooking. You're combining ingredients and mixing. It's cooking. It's cooking.
He's a certified chef.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Y'all
so if you're looking for a mate, what?
Y'all need to meet
up. That's not how it works.
This isn't no.
I don't know. Every time I see people doing this,
that makes me think of The Office.
But what does that mean? Because you can't do anything with the tips like this.
I don't know, but in The Office, they go, which one's gonna open up to accept the other one?
I don't understand this. Can someone please explain this?
Okay.
Sword fighting is not a thing.
No, it is.
With who?
I don't want to know.
Apparently children make their P strings cross. My husband used to do it.
Okay,
When I
now
heard
this makes sense. Okay, that makes
Okay,
sense.
but like,
This does not make
any
sense.
lesbian, they're not going to windmill each other. It's not going to happen.
No,
No,
they don't do that.
no, not even.
Okay,
no.
I don't know.
But
know.
if there's a dual-headed dildo,
Maybe that's possible, but usually one doesn't like that. From what I've heard from friends, just saying.
I don't know. I'm not up on my lesbian knowledge. I'm sorry.
Sean's like, this shit has gone off the rails so fast.
We are left field somewhere we're behind the bleachers. Oh God, I just opened up something. Whoa, I lost it. Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
Something just flew across my screen.
Steph and CJ, y'all stay where you are. I'm going to end the stream, and I want y'all to stay here.
Okay.
But yes, we're so thrilled that you were on the live. I'm so excited that you were able to come and meet everybody and talk to everybody about your artwork and answer all kinds of questions. And I hope you had fun. Yes.
Oh, yes.
And please go to Lazy River Woodturning. Check out the diamond paintings from CJ that are available. Make sure you get them before they sell out. And then, of course, I've got everything in the description. I've got CJ's Etsy shop and his Instagram down there. Next time, apparently, he has a YouTube, so I need to add that as well.
I haven't looked at I don't even want to know. I don't even want to. I'm going to go delete it. I'm going to go delete it. It's so bad.
Don't delete it. I want to see it. Let me see it before.
You know what you need to do? You need to do a whip in chat.
Yeah.
Whip in chat is work in progress in chat.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that's what oh God. I don't even.
Okay.
I think that's what I did. I think I did one of them, and I recorded it on my phone while I was sitting underneath my favorite tree, and it's terrible. Don't watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
So embarrassing.
Oh, thanks everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Thank you for hanging out
and meeting CJ. It means the world to me that y'all came and you're supporting CJ and Lazy River. So thank you so much.
Really yes, she did an amazing job, and she did an amazing job setting all of this up and pushing her to do this.
Yeah.
She's my biggest supporter.
Touch the tips. Touch the tip.
Boop, boop. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys. We will see you. I'll be on next week. I don't know. Veronica, you're supposed to go live with me, Rax, you're supposed to go live with me.
Be sending you tutorial videos because I've been seeing you saying you have things to learn. So
nice to meet you too, Lens.
Yes. All right, guys. Everybody have a great day. We will see you again really soon. Bye, guys.